problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me. When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready, set the flag. Let's go, Tyler. Let's go right here now. Anyway, Henry.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Bridgewater. James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Denver.
Mike's 49. Here we go. Hey. Joker.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Right there in the middle, 55. Game situation.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Watch the screen. Check 52. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This is Breida. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check 13.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go to Pittsburgh. 50. We own it. 22. Check. Cover. 22.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Smith has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
50. Whoa. After these tracks. Let's go. 50's the money. 50's the money. Let's run it.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing, Bridgewater. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Jackson's pass, intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete. Tre'Davious White on coverage.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Nice hit, boy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. That's it. And Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
2nd and 6. At the 10.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Slam. Check. Check out now.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Jackson's pass complete to Kenny Golladay. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the slant.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Bridgewater. James has got it. Complete. Past the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Maher is good, and the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm here all day. Check.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for Watkins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Yo,
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Matt Breida, 94 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Please take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Shift. Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
He's checking orbit. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so two remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
22. Check. Bomber. Hustle. Switch long, go.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Breida. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50. Oh, try. It's our time, guys.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Finally a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Go. Mike's 50.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey. Alert. Mike's 50. Let go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Know your job. Watch the shit. Set up.
They run with Breida. And an alley to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
They'll run with Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Breida, he'll try the right side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard.